someone else's emotion or someone else's feeling, you could boldly take some co-ownership of that.
Hmm.
You can't own it someone entirely, but like with my team at least and my family at least, I co-own how they feel. And if I'm creating havoc at work, I have to
Mm.
be responsible for that, right? If my family feels distressed, I have to be responsible for that. I really feel that way. Maybe that's my second superpower is that like I think that I uniquely am willing to not die, to be resilient, to survive anything,
Yeah.
and to like co-own the moment and be responsible for the moment.
Co-own the moment.
Yes, I
What do you mean
co-own the
by
moment.
co-own the moment? Can you did
What have I done or not done that has us in the state that we currently are in? I
Mhm.
don't try to shift blame on anybody, right? If my wife is stressed out, I'm not like, well, I wasn't involved. It's like,
Got nothing to do with me.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know, same thing. If my sons come home and they're distressed, they had an issue at camp or whatever, I could I could not co-own that,
Hmm.
or I could live through that with them and work it out of them, right? If a colleague of mine comes to me at Maple and they got problems at home, problems in life, financial problems, it's affecting what's going on at work. I can choose to ream them and be like, you got to perform, you got to perform, you got to perform.
Yeah,
Or I
figure
can
it out.
or I
Ugh.
can, it's not my problem what's going on
Yeah.
in your personal life. Or I can say, you know what? We're in this together. So I'm going to co own this moment with you. You know, maybe you need to take the afternoon off. I'll step up and I'll do some of your work right now because we're in this together, right?
You
That's
don't
my
have to
mentality
take
now.
their problem, but
No,
as a leader, your responsibility is to see where you can help the collective organism, which is you and your team.
that's right.
How can I
Right? It's me.
contribute?
It's
Yeah.
me and my household. It's me and my team. It's like I may not have caused it. I may not even be able to fix it, but I can co-own the moment with you, and I can like help you navigate out of it. I can take more off of your plate and allow you to turn back, go to your, go to marriage counseling on Wednesdays from 2 to 3. Don't worry about it.
Hmm.
I have the unique position to add more stress to their life. I'm also in the unique position to take stress out of their life.
Yeah.
Right? So like that's what I'm saying. I think that we think about leadership in terms of like, one, which is true, this organization, how you set the company up, how
Yeah.
you get from point A to point B, how you get from base camp to base camp to base camp to
Yeah.
base camp to base camp. I think we I
Awesome.
think we
Awesome.
I think
Awesome.
I think we think about leadership in terms of like, are you helping me get better at my job?
Hmm.
Also true. But like I don't think we think about leadership in terms of like, and I think we need to in terms of like how is somebody outside of work? How are they showing up to work? And we want to pretend or we want to create this artificial line in the sand that says what happens in your home has to stay at your home. What happens at work, that's the only thing I care about. That's not life. That's not real life, right? And so like what you have to do is that you have to own the energy, you have to own the state of affairs at your company, in your home, and you have to be prepared to make the investments needed to get those states in a healthy place. That's me. I'm not saying that's the recipe for great leadership. That's the recipe, that's the playbook that I have that I believe is the right playbook for leadership for myself.
It's what you just said made me think that as a leader or as a great leader, you are the nervous system for that organism, which is your team or your business.
Is that wrong though?
No, I think that's a fantastic way of framing it. Where it's like how how are you regulating the people and the business?
Totally. I mean, think about though, like in all truthfulness, and I think this is the thought that every single person should be thinking about is if the company is crushing it,
Hmm.
um, people will stay because the money is coming in, right? But if the person is a shitty leader in that time period, they have no problem saying like this person sucks to work for, but I'm here,
Hmm.
right? They'll leave the second the money stops coming in.
Yep.
A company could be struggling, but if you've shown up for your team and you've been there for your team, people will go down with the ship. They will go down with the ship. And so again, I think that we have to try to drive. We have every company has investors. You have to create value. You have to push the
Yeah.
company forward. The company has to prosper. That's just one lens of good leadership. The other lens is the exact one we're talking about, which is like the tone, the feeling, the state inside of the company. You don't outsource that.
You
You
are
do
that.
not say,
You
you
are
do
that.
not, yeah, you are that. You don't say, oh, the state of the company is because of our collective efforts. Now,
Mm,
that's a crock of, that's an out. The
yeah.
state of the company is based on the decisions, the effort that the leader has put into the company to make sure that everyone is locked in. They feel supported. They
They
feel
feel
good. They
safe
feel safe. They feel
to create.
respected.
Yeah.
They feel, like all of those feelings are set by somebody,
Yeah.
right? And so that's what I'm saying. I co own that. I'm responsible for that. I'm responsible for moving the company forward. I'm responsible for making sure that people there feel like they have what they need to do their job. I think it's that simple. I don't know. I'm still a student, by the way. I think that's the biggest shift is like, I'm a student. I used to think I knew this. I know nothing. I'm a
Always
student
learning.
just trying. I'm just learning. And like right now, that's what feels right.